Oh, Mr. McDermott is recognized for 5 minutes.
Perhaps having gray hair, you learn some things along the way. When I came into politics in 1970 in the state of Washington, if you were rich, what you did when you needed an abortion was you went down to the local travel agent, bought a ticket to Japan, went to Japan, had your abortion, had a day to recover and shop in Tokyo on the Ginza, and returned by return flight to Washington State. That's what you did if you had money. The rest of the state was sentenced to back alley abortions. Now, the state of Washington, 1970, referendum 20, by a 64% vote, passed reform of abortion. Now, you're telling us that if there's a state that has their own plan and there happens to be one federal dollar anywhere, any place in their Medicaid, whatever, however this is put together, they can no longer deal with abortions in the state of Washington. This basically is an assault on poor women. When I was an intern in New York in 1963 in the Buffalo General Hospital, I took care of 2 women, one who had 8 children, one who had 12. They had septic abortions in the street in Buffalo and died. They left 20 kids without a mother because we said it's illegal and wrong, and we're not going to take care of you. So if you're poor in this country, they're coming for you. This is the first step to move beyond the Hyde Amendment. We are watching a gradual, unrelenting attempt to go back to 1963 or 1970 in this country. And Joe Crowley's amendment, if I take Mr. Brady correctly, he says it guts the bill. I don't see how it guts the bill, but it just puts a little provision in there that says if it causes, taxes to go up, then you can't do it. Well, it seems to me that doesn't gut the bill. That still lets people do it, as long as things don't go up. And then Mr. Brady says, well, who will decide? Well, he already decided that it's going to be a problem. I don't know that. We don't have a fiscal note, but we're ramming this bill through because the majority has to appease their base in order to continue the nonsense that's going on in the House of Representatives. And Joe Crowley's amendment is a reasonable amendment. It makes good sense, and everybody here ought to support it if you believe in social justice. If you believe that people ought to, with their own money, be able to decide. And the commingling of money in state government, anybody who's been in the state legislature, and many people here have, you know how all the money's mixed together. And to say that if any federal money is used in health care, you can't offer the services that a woman needs in her second trimester. You realize federal employees, we do this to federal employees now. If a federal employee gets pregnant and in their second trimester, for whatever reason, it's recommended they have to have an abortion, they have to pay for it out of their own pocket. Because federal programs, federal health care programs, do not pay for abortions. So what you're doing is you're assaulting people who don't have money. And that's wrong. And I urge everyone to vote for Joe Crowley's amendment.